on Madden Football.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
The punter and kickoff man, Sam Martin, to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And his stat Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 16 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Out to his left. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Bears are going to get a first.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Off play action. Fields sliding out of the pocket.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Fields now to throw.
Touchdown, Bears!
Darnell Mooney.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back. You see that kind of advancing into this.
Full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row. You get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, if you have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football, the concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
A first down throw for Winston. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to... So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. He hit pay dirt so many times we almost lost track. Every time we turned around, he was in the end zone.
And those weren't all just one-yard plunges either, partner. I mean, he ripped up a few long jaunts as well.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Winston now from the 50. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Winston. And that will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. When they failed on that 3rd down play, that brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under. Connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
To throw is Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Winston now to throw on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Dominant.
The tackle made back into 44-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Winston. Buying time to it, and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Winston. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. Now we're going to get a stoppage. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. On the return is Jones. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Starting on the ground.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It doesn't matter where in the field he is, even down here in the red zone, he is still slippery with the ball in his hands, and he was almost able to work his way into the end zone. Instead, they'll have to settle for 1st and goal, but they'll take it.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
They go high formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a long start, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chicago offense set to get started. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They'll roll him out right. He hits Mooney going across the middle.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Second and 7.
This is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. 23 yards the pickup there. That's a nice explosive play there. And this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 4. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He's got a man, complete.
And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And there this to about the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Throwing, Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. The return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a throw here to his running back. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and he's in there, got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on second and 16. Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So it's halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Winston. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Winston. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw here into the hands of Harry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, Winston. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Winston from the gun on third down. And we'll get this one. First down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. the gun, Winston. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough third and goal forthcoming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Nick Boyle from 19 yards away.
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Fields.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Following the interception, Winston. Forced out to his left.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chicago offense set to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're going to speed things up here. keep pounding here with Montgomery. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Fields on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Holding. Defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Oh, what a move. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can...
Touchdown, Saints! 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. He's going to have the first down and then some. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dominique Robinson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. .39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Fields. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Claypool with another catch. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Fields. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. Touchdown, Bears! Jarnell Mooney, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that is. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First and 10.
Jameis now on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. The pass caught by Olave. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Fields. And he rifles one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play fake. Winston. And he's field. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
That should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Winston, and that is incomplete here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Jones on the return. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
Winston's pass intercepted by the Bears.
With the points that we've seen scoring, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
David Montgomery with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Winston.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage, Winston.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Chicago, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to...
I come alive in the dark.